Hello to current and future leaders. Thanks so much for joining us. On The Big Idea, we talk to Southeast Asians who have big ideas and have turned them into a reality. So let's bring in our guest for today. I know he has many names, but he goes by Son.
Hello,
Welcome to the program, Son. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm good. How you too?
I'm doing quite well. Glad to see you. So, Son, the reason that we wanted to invite you today is because tomorrow is Earth Day. And I know that you are very passionate about the environment and you've done a lot of work on cleanups and to make Vietnam and Southeast Asia and the world a better place. So, what inspired you to focus on the environment?
It's so many things, in my country, Vietnam, the all kind of weather and people health. So it's make me want to do something to raise the people awareness and try to have the better environment for the people to we can share with others.
That's a fantastic answer. Now, many people want to do something about the environment. They see pollution, they see problems in the streets. Why do you think you didn't just have an idea, but you actually did something about it?
No, you know that many kind of young people like me had a lot of idea to do something to the community, politics, education, and environment. Just me, I was born in the family when my parents they work in the field of environment, and I would like I would grow up with the relate to education with the try to clean up the street and had a better environment for people. So when I were in the first year of university, I just want to do something like go outside and do something related to my community. And I saw that even I'm living in Hanoi, a capital, but there's still many problem with the environment, and the most of it is like people they didn't have enough awareness about that. We throw trash on the street, all kind of endangered trash we go on the street, and I want to have a question like, oh, that's something I could do, I can do to improve the situation, and that's why like I just growing up and call my friend, go there and do something
Mhm.
realistic.
You wanted to do something. You wanted to do something special and something realistic, something that you could really
Yeah.
accomplish. So, tell us about your initiative to clean up the streets.
Um, about when I were in the second year in the university, I have my a few friend. I have few friends, so we play together. Uh, we have an idea. We try to clean up the street, but there's not too many people join with us. We just
Mhm.
like 5 to 6 people every weekend, and we think like maybe we want to do something bigger, something realistic and really bigger in my capital on the street. Everyone see it, everyone like, have the question, and they can do something joy with us like that. So we have grow up the with the Let's Do It Hanoi. It's a program, a project we run in Hanoi, and the main activity is clean up the street in every weekend, and we have the big day in the year. We have the work cleanup day. We gather all the young people, all the people. We have the farm where people can register online. They go there and clean up the street in big one day, and we had calculated all the number of the trash we have collected. Also, we opened the different workshop in the university for the young people, like sorting the trash and how to do more eco-friendly activity in the daily life.
What was your
Yeah.
main what was your main recruiting tool? How did you get volunteers to help out?
Mm, it's the like it's a big magical, when I post the started, on the Facebook, young people post every picture and started on the people. I post it. I like I'm looking for someone for some young people to join with me clean up the street just like that. And some people like some a lot of people had the question like, oh, why you do it? It's not a responsible. You just young people. It's not normal when the young people in the weekend go out to clean up the trash, just pick up the trash on the street, and people feel like exciting. It's very it's not normal, but it's very exciting. So they asked me like, can I jog with him? And one, two, three, and more people every week, and we had more and more people to jog with me. It's something
Well,
like I cannot tell it. Yeah,
it's a small contribution, but it's something that everyone can do.
yeah,
So if you look at the big problems, it can feel so overwhelming. So people aren't as quick to help. But if you say, well, we're going to clean up this park or this beach or this street, it seems realistic that they can really make a difference. It encourages them to come forward. So
yeah.
you mainly used online sources to advertise for recruits?
Yeah, our program, Let's Do Hanoi, we have a fan page because normally you know that the Hanoi is kind of big, many universities, so we cannot go to every place to give the flyer with the paper like, hey, we have the
Hmm.
program like that. And just we run this on the Facebook. You know, many young people use the Facebook right now. I believe it's not just in Vietnam but over the world. So we post something really like a form, like an event. We post this every weekend, and more and more people had attracted with with our activity. So I believe that the Facebook right now, the online platform is working well with us.
So we have a very good question from an Indonesian. Adit wants to know, how do you change people's mindsets? Most people think, well, this is what the city government's supposed to do. This is what the street sweepers are supposed to do. Why should I help? Why should I clean up the street? What are your thoughts?
Thank you for the question, Aditya. So it's the same with our mindset when we run the Let's Read Hanoi. Uh, um when we uh, uh, when we have the cleanup program on the street in the weekend, some people they just asking like, why you do it, why the young people not going to school right now and you just clean up the street? It's not a job, right? It's not a job. You are not paid to do it. There's some other people job. Some people have been paid the money to clean up the street. And when why you do it, right? It's not normal. And it just we have many, like a street vendor on the street. We have many street vendor, food and cafe, something like that. And people feel that it's very annoying if the young people like me go there and that distract other person, so the guest will not come there. As they put a lot of question like it's not the responsible. So uh, if someone come to me and ask why did I do it, it's just like about uh, we are the individual, but we are the part of the movement, right? We cannot just sitting there and waiting for the government to have all the new activity and put something right there. We cannot just waiting. We cannot just waiting for the people, the who have the responsible, who have been paid the money to go there and clean the trash on the street. It's just like we are the young people. We cannot just sit there. I think just normal like that, and we just go out there and do the small thing. I think that it's not so difficult. It's not so unnormal. It's very simple. If we do it day by day and this become a normal daily thing, we can do it. Uh, s-
We-
so the more we do it on the street, the more people will feel that us it's okay. It's just not we need to pay the money to do it. So the normal people can go there and clean up the street, and I think that the more we do it, the more we clear up the street, the people will believe that it's normal. So that would be the
Well,
responsible of all the way people.
you're also showing the government and the people from your community that young people care. They want clean streets. They want a clean city. And so
Yeah,
maybe they'll be inspired to either hire more street sweepers or put more investments in cleaning up the community. You're becoming an inspiration for them. Now,
yeah,
you mentioned that there was a one-day festival when a lot of people came out to clean. Tell us a little bit
yeah.
more about that festival.
We call it the World Cleanup Day, where all the world, all the country has celebrate that. We gather many people. We open the form. All the people we have, we provide them the stuff like the pickup truck, the pickup truck and the glow, the bag. So in that day, it's normally in one day we have kind of like 1,000 person young people
Wow,
go into one plate. We had three different
that's
plates in
fantastic.
Hanoi. So we do the
Mhm.
cleanup in the street. Had a lot of people. They move. They do the traffic. The people will have some like quick training about how to safety when they clean up the trash. So if we have some, you can see some picture. After that, we have some many dangerous trash, like a needle and more
Mhm.
hazardous waste. So there we have the quick training about how to clean up the trash, and then there we have like 3 to 4 hours to clean up the street. Uh, a lot of people on the street, very fun young people. They singing, they do a lot of crazy things, but they will gather together and clean up the trash.
Well, they
After
make it
that, we have
fun. There's
yeah,
music and dancing and cleaning and
yeah,
make it an enjoyable experience, but it's a strong message to the community. We young people, we want a clean Hanoi, we want a clean city, we want clean neighborhoods.
yeah,
So we just received a question from, I hope I say your name correctly, Fong Mai Pham. Hanoi has been operated for a few years through the project. Do you see an impact from your efforts? Does the behavior of the community change? In other words, are they littering less often, creating less of a mess for you to clean up?
yeah. Thank you for the question. We After every activity like cleanup or training program, we always have the survey, the quick survey of the people. We have the number. We have the number after all the every year. We see the people changing their behavior after the survey. A lot of like they think that it's clean up the trash is just normal thing. It's not difficult, and it's just we can do it daily life. Every weekend you wake up earlier, just clean up the trash. No problem with that. And one of the it's many things we contribute to the so I can see the chain of the people in community behavior. But one of these like we open the festival, the World Cleanup Day every year, and we have many people. They come back with us. They come back with us and say, "Yeah, I really like the festival. It changed me a lot, and I want to do it every year, every year. So please open it and celebrate with it." So
That's
I think that
great.
when the people respond to me, like they want to come back with me, they want to come back to the last we had no. So it's the sign of the people change their behavior. I believe
That's
that.
so energizing. That's fantastic. Now, I know you have some photos for us of your
Yeah,
activities. So I'm going to ask my assistant to bring up those photos now and let's talk about them.
yeah. This is it's everyone can see the picture. This is the first picture. On the Hanoi street, we had a lot of street vendor. We're selling the tea, the hot tea, cold tea, and it's normally
Mm,
you can find the tobacco like on the street where the people when they use it when they finish use it when they throw on the street a lot of on the street. So it's like
mm.
we had calculated it is the biggest trust we had collected in every festival. So we have run
Absolutely.
some about like 2 years later, like in 2019, we see that the tobacco had a lot about the street, and this is the most important like an issue we need to tackle on the Hanoi capital of Vietnam.
This is a good photo to inspire an anti smoking campaign, too. So,
Yeah.
very unpleasant. All right, let's go to the next photo. So,
This is me on the street. You see the bag,
oh,
the
that's
white bag.
you.
Yeah, that is me. This is
Nice.
the trash. This is the trash on the Hanoi street. We clean up this for 1 hour, just 1 hour, and this is the amount of
Wow.
we pick up it is.
Mm,
Um, I believe this is the 2019. The 2019, the photo someone took me next to that I'm waiting for the car pick up the trash, but it's just only
mhm.
1 hour and just people just pick up a lot of trash on the street.
A lot of work needs to be done with that much trash in 1 hour.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it has to be a community effort and a government effort and street sweepers, and everyone needs to work together. Wow. All right, let's look at the next photo.
Um,
Hmm.
you know that this is the
Mm.
needle. The Kai is like the
Oh,
most dangerous
needles.
trust, the most
Uh-huh.
dangerous trust in over the world. Like it's not easy to see the needle on the daily life
Hmm.
in recent year in Vietnam. But if we go to
Hmm.
some place like not so many people go by the way, but we still find a lot of something like that very dangerous. If someone
Hmm.
just look on the phone, go on the street, and they don't look on the street, it's easily to people to step in that.
Wow.
So we have
It's
some
very dangerous.
special,
Very
yeah,
dangerous.
we have some special to treatment with that needle. We gather all of them there and we move it to the special agent
Wow.
to now solve the
Wow.
problem
Well, the
like that.
dangers of needles is obvious to anyone watching, especially to young children who aren't aware of the dangers of needles. They could easily step on it or play with it, think it's a toy, and it's clearly not. All right, let's next photo.
It's the photo of the festival you will see over there. It's like very hot in the
Mm-hmm.
summer of Vietnam, very hot. This is just small part
Mm-hmm.
of everyone. I cannot find a bigger picture because so many people there. It's normally is the young student in the university who enjoy the festival, but we also have the kid, the young kid will also join with they go away with their parent. In the left side of the picture, probably see some kid on the street. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
in the festival, the people will gather together. We then provide them some equipment like a pickup and the glover, and
Mm-hmm.
we do it for a day. We have the
Now, how do
festival
you
for a
find
day.
funding for that equipment, those supplies?
Now, gotta say that with our project, we have so many like the company they care about the environment. The company
Mm-hmm.
they care about environment.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like the eco-friendly company like the soap and all the kind of bag. So they will help us to they will fund the equipment and also the gift for the participant, the volunteer. So
Mm-hmm.
actually, I got to say that
That is
many
something
companies care about
amazing.
that.
Young people don't always realize that there are funds available. Private businesses, could be the US government providing a grant, other NGOs, partners. There are funds available if you look and you
Yeah,
ask.
right.
There are
Yeah,
people who want to help. I love this photo, seeing all those university students, and I'm sure some not in university, just getting together to make a difference for their community. It's great.
okay.
And you may have one. All right. So those are our photos. I'm inspired. But there are some other things that I'm inspired by, and that is that you were part of a special YSEALI academic fellowship and you got to go to the United States. Please tell us a little bit about your experience in the States.
That is the best ever I ever had. In 2019, when I was
Big
a kid.
smile.
Yeah, I gotta say that when I was a kid, I just look on the television, America, and we see on the YouTube, America people do the great thing. I don't gotta say that only America all over the world, but America is the great place. I have the chance to go to the Omaha, Nebraska. Is the many corn, the batting field over there, and many like we also have the trip to the New York and Washington D.C. So
Oh, I
uh,
didn't. I wasn't aware you got to go to New York as well. Oh, so you saw
I
some really different. You saw different parts of the United States.
yeah, we have the trip like 1 week to the New York and 1 week to the Washington D.C.
Oh, that's fantastic. And
Yeah,
you made a side trip to New York. Good for you.
yeah. So
Yeah. How were
in the
the
trip,
Nebraskan? How were the Nebraskan people? How did they treat you?
they're very friendly. It's different
I'm very happy to hear
with
that.
my country. When you go on the street, you see a strange person. Like you're not in my country. It's not normal for you to say greeting or say hello to the strange person. But if I was in the Nebraska, I go on the street, I don't know this guy. This guy just look at me and say, "Hey, how you going?" Okay, I'm good. Very friendly, and it's like give me a lot of energy for every day.
That's fantastic. That's great. People like that inspire me to be more polite. When someone is treating me friendly and polite, even if I'm having a bad day, I just want to be warm and polite in response. Oh, that's
Yeah.
wonderful. So I know that in the United States and in Southeast Asia, you have people who inspire you, you have role models. Tell us about a role model of yours.
Um, I don't know if anybody other they have the answer like the parent, the president or not. I have a lot of people who had the impact to my life, like a role model. But if I got to say one person, I got a tribute to the Tupac Shakur, a rapper, the great rapper. He born in America. And he the
Oh,
most
the rapper.
the
State the name
rapper
again.
Tupac Shakur, Tupac, a black
Tupac
man.
Shakur. Hmm.
Yeah. The reason I choose this guy because in recent day, in young people like me, we have listened to a lot of kind of music, the rap music, like money, drug, and any other thing like on the rap music and entertainment and communication. But with the Tupac Shakur music, like 10 years ago, uh, he talking about how the young people need to do, what the young people need to do to make a change to the community. Like we just cannot just sitting there and waiting for the government to do something and give us anything. We cannot just sitting there, and we got to like if we see the problem, we need to stand it up and make a change to that problem. So they have some song like that and very inspired me, and that is the one of the person who had a lot of impact to me and give me the motivation to apply for the scholarship, and I have the trip to go to America, and I see a lot of that.
It's amazing. Well, songwriters, singers, rappers, there are poets. They put messages in a different way. It resonates through music and stirs the soul. It's
Yeah,
that's amazing. I haven't heard someone mention Tupac Shakur in a while because he passed away tragically
yeah.
a while back. But it's wonderful that his music lives on and continues to inspire people of all ages.
Yeah, you know that no, it's his music is like it's go over the time like that the future when you play the music, his music right now it still have the impact. It's like, oh, this song is for current now, this song is for the young people
Hmm.
current now. We cannot just, it's not a problem right now, we just cannot just sitting there and feel that no, it's not a responsible, it's all responsible to do something with the community.
Hmm.
So like when I listen to
It's
the music, I say, yeah, I'm the young people right now, so I need to do something like that.
hmm. Do you do you have a message to Vietnamese people in your country that you would like to share? And if you'd like to share some words in Vietnamese, I offer you that opportunity as well.
Okay, I think it's English is fine, so I can spread the message to all the people.
To all
So
Southeast Asians, Americans, everyone.
okay. So if I have the message, I want to say to the young people like, mm, so the don't let the other people to have a routine to have the something look at that and have to put the level on you. Just if you can do whatever you want, just think about like what you can do to contribute to the community tomorrow, what you want to wake up and see at the better future to your parent, to your kid, and to your friend. Just simple like that, and do the realistic thing to make a change on the local community right now and to the world tomorrow. Like that, just simple like that
I,
question.
I completely agree. And all of us can do a part. All of us You don't have to be super brilliant or wealthy or successful. All of us have skills. All of us can contribute to our communities. We should all find our gift and give that gift back to our communities and the world. And you certainly are a gift to Southeast Asia. So, Sun, thank you so much for joining us. We will include, for our audience, if you're interested in Sun's project, we will include contact information in our description below. Please share your thoughts about this interview. If you have ideas for other people we should interview, please share them in the comments below. I am feeling so inspired, Son. I need to clean up my apartment first. It's not that
Okay.
bad. I
Okay.
exaggerate.
Okay.
I clean up my apartment, join a community of people who are cleaning up a beach or a park or a community, because we all need to do our part. So thank you
Okay.
so much, Son. Thank you for joining us. And thank you to the audience for joining us as well. Until the next episode of The Big Idea. Take care, everyone.